in every step of designing a modular cabinet using 3Ds Max. It's not just about doing a job, it's a battle with yourself. A process of building discipline and proof that hard work can turn dreams into reality. At the beginning, you face a blank screen. No colors, no details, just like when you were starting out. Full of doubts, full of questions if you're capable. But like every successful artist, you didn't stop. You took the first measurement, drew the first line, and that's where everything began. As you build the U-type kitchen and L-type TV wall modular cabinet layout, you slowly realize that design is not just about beauty, it has a purpose. You think about how people will move, how the space will feel comfortable, and how every action will be efficient. Just like in life, it's not enough to have a beautiful plan, it needs direction and a clear purpose. While modeling each cabinet, drawer, and panel, you learn patience. Because even the smallest mistake requires you to go back and fix it again and again until it's right. And that's when you realize that success is not about getting it right once, but about rising every time you get it wrong. When it comes to assigning materials, this is where your design comes to life. The marine, glossy, white finish represents cleanliness and a fresh start. The granite absolute black reflects life's challenges, heavy and dark, yet giving strength and stability to the whole. And the backsplash tiles are like small wins, simple, but when combined, they create something beautiful. And as you continue refining the materials, you start to see how every detail connects with each other. The balance of colors, the harmony of textures, and the way each surface reacts to light all come together to form a complete vision. You begin adjusting reflections, fine-tuning glossiness, and making sure every material feels real, not just seen, but felt. Because in design, it's not enough for something to look good. It has to feel right. At this stage, your patience and attention to detail are tested even more. You zoom in, you check every edge, every corner, every transition between materials. You correct what others might not even notice because you know that true quality is built on the smallest details. And slowly, what was once just a concept becomes something tangible, a space that tells a story. A design that reflects not just skill, but dedication. And as you move into the TV wall cabinet design, a new story begins to take shape, one that goes beyond function and steps into expression. This is no longer just about storage or structure. The TV wall becomes the centerpiece, the focal point of the space where design, style, and personality meet. Every panel, every division, every line you create now carries a stronger visual impact. You start defining the layout, balancing open shelves, closed cabinets, and the space for the screen. You think about symmetry, alignment, and how the eye will naturally be drawn to the center. Because this is where people gather, where moments are shared, where everyday life unfolds. As you adjust the lighting, you begin to understand the importance of perspective. Because no matter how beautiful the design is, if the lighting is wrong, it won't be appreciated. Just like in life, no matter how skilled you are, if you don't show it and believe in yourself, you will remain unseen. When placing the camera, you choose the best angle, the one you're proud of. And that's when you realize that everyone has their own angle in life. You don't need to compare yourself to others. You just need to find where you are strongest and focus on it. And now you are in the rendering process. This is where patience is tested. You wait. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes you have to repeat it. But you don't give up because you know that in the end, something great is coming. And as the final render slowly appears, you see the result of all your hard work. A realistic kitchen. A project that started from nothing, now complete. And in that moment, you feel it, all the struggles, all the doubts, all the sleepless nights. Because designing a modular cabinet using 3Ds Max is not just about creating a kitchen. It's the story of someone who started simple, trusted the process, and refused to quit until the result became real. And if you can build a design from nothing, then you can also build your dreams in real life. So keep going, trust the process. And never stop, because everything you're doing today is slowly becoming your reality tomorrow. And now, the render is complete. After all the adjustments, the waiting, and the countless refinements, the final image is finally in front of you. What once started as a simple idea is now a fully realized, designer-clear, detailed, and realistic vision of the entire space. Every material, every light, every shadow is now working together in perfect harmony. The kitchen, the cabinets, and the TV wall all come together as one cohesive design. It's no longer just a concept inside your mind, it's something you can see, something you can present, something you can be proud of. In this moment you realize step method. Every correction, every small detail you didn't ignore. Every time you chose to keep going instead of giving up, it all led to this result, because a finished render is more than just an image. It's proof of your effort, it's the result of your discipline. And now, it's time to bring the design into reality. Installation begins on site. From the screen to the actual space, every measurement, every detail you worked on is now being translated into real materials. This is where everything gets tested, not just your design, but your precision, your preparation, and your commitment to quality. As each panel is installed, each cabinet is aligned, and every component is assembled, you start to see the transformation happen in real life. What was once a digital model is now taking physical form piece by piece, step by step. You carefully check alignments, ensure proper leveling, and make sure every connection is solid and accurate. Because in this stage, there's no room for guesswork, only execution. And just like in the design process, patience is key. Adjustments are made, details are refined, and challenges are faced head-on. But this time you're not just looking at a screen, you're building something real. Because installation is where vision meets reality, where ideas become structure, and where your hard work finally becomes something you can touch, use, and truly be proud of. This is the moment where everything comes together, not just as a project, but as a complete journey from concept. And as the installation continues, every piece slowly finds its place. Cabinet by cabinet, panel by panel, the space begins to transform into the exact vision you once saw on your screen. The alignment becomes clearer, the structure more solid, and the design more alive with every step completed. As you move into the WPC and SPC panel installation, the transformation becomes even more noticeable. Each panel is carefully measured, cut, and aligned to ensure a seamless and clean finish across the wall surfaces. You position every panel with precision, making sure the lines are straight, the joints are tight, and the patterns flow consistently. Because in this stage, even the smallest misalignment can break the overall look. As you continue with the undertop cabinet lighting installation, the focus shifts to precision and consistency. Each LED strip must be perfectly aligned, evenly spaced, and properly concealed to achieve that clean, professional look. Slowly, the walls begin to gain texture and depth. The WPC panels add warmth and character, while the SPC panels bring a modern and durable finish. Together, they create a strong visual impact that enhances the entire space. And now, you move into the granite absolute black countertop installation, one of the most critical and defining parts of the project. With careful coordination, the slab is lifted and positioned into place. It's heavy, solid, and demands full attention. Every movement is controlled, every placement precise, because there's no room for error at this stage. You slowly align the countertop with the base cabinets, making sure the edges are straight, the overhang is consistent, and the surface sits perfectly level. You check every side, every corner adjusting inch by inch until everything fits exactly as planned. As the granite settles into position, you begin to see its true impact. The deep black surface adds strength and elegance, creating a bold contrast against the lighter finishes. It instantly elevates the entire look of the kitchen. As the installation continues, you now move into the electrical lighting, works one of the most important stages that brings full life to the entire kitchen setup. Carefully, you route the electrical lines, making sure every connection is safe, organized, and properly hidden behind the cabinets. You don't rush this part, because electrical work requires full attention and accuracy. One mistake can affect the whole system. As the countertop is set, the backsplash aligned, and the final fittings secured, you begin to feel that the project is almost complete. You start installing the switches, sockets, and control points, ensuring they are in the correct positions for easy access and daily use. Every placement is planned, every wiring path is checked and double-checked for safety and efficiency. Then comes the testing phase. One by one, the lights respond under cabinet lights, ceiling lights, and accent lighting, all turning on smoothly. You observe carefully, making adjustments where needed to achieve balanced brightness throughout the space. As the entire lighting system comes alive, the kitchen transforms once again. Shadows soften, surfaces glow, and every detail becomes more visible and refined. Because electrical lighting is not just about illumination, it's about safety, functionality. You carefully install the doors, adjust the hinges, and make sure every gap is even and precise. The drawers slide smoothly, the edges line up perfectly, and the finishes reflect the quality of your work. No detail is ignored because this is where perfection is tested in real life. There are moments of adjustment, small corrections along the way, but instead of seeing them as problems, you treat them as part of the process. Because true craftsmanship is not about avoiding mistakes, but about fixing them with care and precision. Step by step, the kitchen begins to feel complete. The structure, the materials, the lighting, and the installations all come together as one unified result. And in this moment, you realize what once required vision and effort is now standing in front of you as a finished creation. Finally, everything is done. After all the long hours of installation, adjustments, and careful detailing, the project is finally complete. What once started as a design on screen, a vision shaped through planning and patience, is now a fully built kitchen in reality. You take a step back and observe the entire space, the cabinets perfectly aligned, the granite countertop solid and elegant, the lighting smooth and balanced, and every finish clean and precise. Everything now works together as one complete design. In this moment there is silence, but it is filled with satisfaction. Because every effort, every correction, every challenge along the way led to this result. This is not just a finished project. It is proof of dedication, discipline, and craftsmanship. And as you look at the final output, one thing becomes clear: all the hard work was worth it. And in that moment, you realize this is more than installation. This is the result of your vision, your effort, and your consistency from design to render. to reality, you made it happen. And as we reach the final part of this journey, it's time to say goodbye for now. From the very beginning up to the final installation, you've witnessed every step of the process, every detail, every adjustment, and every moment of hard work that brought this project to life. This is more than just a kitchen modular cabinet project. It's a complete journey of dedication, patience, and passion for craftsmanship. Thank you so much for watching and being part of this journey from site visit, design, rendering, up to the full installation process. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more kitchen modular cabinet designs, 3Ds Max workflows, and installation projects. See you on the next project. Stay motivated, keep learning, and never stop improving your craft. God bless, and thank you again for watching.